What's up, Giants? We are going live. It's a big announcement today. It's the live launch of the Tortoises hair. And so we are ready to kick this thing off. Um, do you want me to talk? I'm going to talk a little bit about the program and what we're up to because we've done this a few times in the past. We're getting pretty good at it. So actually, we haven't changed.
Once
No
or
different.
twice.
Uh, our first Kickstarter was with the Giants and the Smalls back in, man, that was a long time ago, 2020, March of 2020. And so that took off like an albatross. This one probably won't. That one just kind of flopped along like the rescuers. And then all of a sudden, the last week just took off like a rocket.
We're hoping for like a seagull instead of an albatross this time.
A seagull would be ideal. If we could do a seagull this time, that'll be awesome. So let's do this. I'm going to launch the project. So I'm going to go into that and just click live. So we are launching.
Do you want my drum roll skills again?
Yeah, it looks like, hey, there it is. That worked. That drum roll worked. So we are live, guys. Tortoiseshair.com. Let me change this in our domain. And we are going to make this where you can start contributing to our crowdfunding. Ryan, will you chat for a minute while I make some stuff up?
Here we are again. You know what's interesting is I feel a lot calmer this time around. The last time we did it, we had it already set up for March 17th, 2020, and then did our Kickstarter launch and was all excited about like sending out invitations for a live party, all kinds of things. And then the world shut down, and it was the worst time in history to launch anything, really. And then you know what? It worked out though. Like we just kept plugging away. This time around, I feel so much more calm and peace because now we have a really large tribe of giants behind us, and people that have seen the work that we do and are excited to share it and help us get these messages out to the world. This one's a great one. This one, Nick wrote this in 8th grade, and he'll probably share kind of the backstory behind it with you.
I'd like to do that. Yeah, I wrote this in 8th grade. First time I wrote the Tortoises hair, it was a school project in English class. And I had two friends that were supposed to help me write this, and they didn't. And I remember my teacher saying, "Hey, did they help you?" And I said, "No, I wrote the whole thing." But I got an A on the paper, so that was a good thing. In 2013, I rewrote the story, and it's been sitting on a shelf. I've got quite a few stories like this that are sitting on a shelf, and this one is kind of needed right now more than ever. There's a lot of self-doubt and insecurity, and this story really helps people to align with what's going on within them. And it's a story play on the old word, or the old book, The Tortoise and the Hare. This is the Tortoise's hair, and so in this story, we're actually looking at a character named Frankie. My kids had a tortoise named Frankie, and so she was their pet. She was awesome, and so I named the character in this story after their pet, Frankie. And Frankie is born a little different from her friends. She's born without hair. In her time when she was born, every tortoise had hair, and she was born different. And so she hears that she can maybe be like them if she finds this wise turtle and meets with her, and she'll be able to get hair for herself. So she goes on this quest. And so she has all these different journeys that she's got to go through to really find out and align with if she's qualified or can build herself up enough to get hair at the end of the story. And finds out that she doesn't want to change, that she wants to accept herself exactly as she is, and ushers in a new era of tortoises that are running around without hair. So that's the play on the story. It's about self-love, self-care.
We mean walking slowly.
Yeah, by running, like snail pace, right? And so we've set up a few options for you on the page for you to contribute. If you'll notice, the prices are a little high, and here's why. You're not just investing in a book, you're investing in us and our vision. And so we set it just a little bit higher than our last campaigns, and that's the reason for it. It helps us do everything that we've got envisioned, not only for this book, but for serving the world the way we'd like to do that. Ryan, do you want to talk about some of the campaigns a little bit? We can scroll through and I'll show them. You can read them right
we're
off
on
the
our
screen.
phone. They're really, really, really small. But
Hey, forget about that. Actually, I've got them here. I can read them. So
you can read it, but let me real quick. What's kind of interesting is like there's a lot to getting a book to market, I guess is what you call it, getting it to the final product, ready to go. And anybody who's been on this journey knows and understands that. But there's a lot to do. What we were trying to do in our vision of all of this and why we went with Indiegogo is because we can also co-collaborate with you, the gifter. We're going to have some times where we get together and we'll probably do some live Zooms and things like that, where if you gift, we'll talk about what we have coming up, what we're doing, what we're thinking about doing, show you the progress that it's making and things like that, and listen to your input and opinions too. So you, by being a contributor, could have a fairly significant say into what shows up into the book. Now, the meat of it is there, or the most of it's there, but there's definitely room where things that you say or do to help could contribute to how this final product comes out. So will you read through those for me? Because mine is like, I don't even know what font it is. It's small font.
Well, I'll go through. So there are a lot of options to contribute. This is a crowdfunding campaign. And so your funds are going to help us get this live and launched, produced, edited, get the illustrations done. The artist, Eduardo Page, is in a group that I follow, and just an incredible artist. I love the colors that he uses, the style. His characters come to life. They're cute. They're adorable. They're fun. You can connect with them. So the funds that come from this are going to help us to pay him for the illustrations. They're also going to pay for the editors. They're going to pay for the layout and design, and then ultimately the funding of the book, the printing and the distribution of it. So you can buy a single book. You can buy a book to share. You can do that for your friends and family. So a single book is $30. You can do a 5-book package at $135. So you get 5 books. You can gift those to your friends or family. You can double that up if you want. You can do a 10-book package. When you start investing more than 10 books, we're actually going to acknowledge you in the book permanently, forever. So you'll always be a part of this book. So if you donate $500 or more, we'll put you in the acknowledgement page on the book and make sure that you're memorialized forever. If you want to invest $1,000, we're going to sneak your name into some of the images. And so we'll find a creative way to get your name inside of the book in the images, and so that you can find that Easter egg down the road for your kids or grandkids. We've only got 5 of those available. If they all sell out, we'll look at other ways to get creative around that. If you want to be a superhero and just fund the project and invest $10,000, we'll dedicate this book to you. This is your book. So you would be the reason that this book came about. Now, obviously, this is dedicated to everybody that contributes. But for somebody that wants to be just an incredible hero in this journey, you could just fund the whole project right now, and we'll keep going. We'll just move on and get this done. And so there are a lot of ways to invest. Even if you can't invest, Ryan, will you talk about some of the ways that they can help us get this project off the ground and make it successful?
Yeah, for sure. Like the messages that we have with Mandelbrot Productions or Giants and the Smalls, this aligns right inside of that, and that's what obviously why we're launching through Mandelbrot any of these types of projects that are good quality messages. That's what we aim to put out. And you can join the Tribe of Giants, a Tribe of Giants on Facebook. I would go to giantsandsmalls.com or tortoiseshair.com. Share that with your family and friends. You can join our newsletter. You'll be able to see whatever we're doing in the world. But sharing, they say, at least in social media land, sharing is caring. And if it resonates in any way, even if you can't help monetarily, being involved, like there's a lot of people that just get involved and comment and like and share and pass it along to other people. Those are huge. That is massive just right there, because you never know, even if you don't have the funds to contribute, you share it out to somebody else and they might. And so, and yeah, Anne Reed, that's exactly it. Embracing ourselves. So if you don't have hair and you want to contribute, because
The
this
story was
message
written for
resonates.
us.
I don't think that's exactly what it's about. I think it's more of just loving yourself and self acceptance and love, and which resonates with me. So I will be contributing to this because I believe in this. And so, just if you could do any of that kind of thing, we would appreciate it. Even if it's hopping onto our lives and commenting and joining us for the journey, we would love it.
Yeah. Tell your friends and family. So I think this rhymes, so it's got to be true, right? You can follow, contribute, and share at the tortoiseshair.com. Right? So it's got to be true. So just do that. Share that with your friends and family. Follow,
Yeah.
contribute, or share at the Tortoises Hair. And there are, like Brian said, there are a lot of ways you can do that. It's not just financial. If you do financial, do it. If you can't do financial, find another way to help us get the message out. Share this on your social media. Come to our group meetings. Come to the lives. Join the Tribe of Giants like you shared. Just let people know that you know in your network to follow this and contribute to it. Ask them directly. That's one thing we found in our last campaigns is if you'll go to people and ask them directly to contribute to this, they're likely to say yes. Just give them a reason why you think they should contribute to this. Tell them your story. Tell them why you love what we're up to. Tell them why you want this book to be a reality. Go through the page, the landing page here, and read every word. Read it about yourself and how this could help you in your life and maybe your kids in their life, your grandkids in their lives, or even loved ones. Maybe you don't have kids, maybe nieces, nephews, whoever. Just find a way to make it fit in your world. This is going to be a great story. It's going to follow the epic nature of the giants and the smalls. And like Ryan was sharing, the Mandelbrot Productions were all about good messages, great illustrations. Like we love that. But really, it's about impacting the world through meaningful messages that could be a metaphor. It could be telling your own story. At Mandelbrot Productions, that's what we're up to. That's why we have the Giants and the Smalls, Wake Up with Giants TV, the Tortoises Hair. These are all productions of that company. And so if you can support us in that, that's a beautiful thing. We would love that. We want you to be a part of this. This is your creation as much as it is ours.
I would say too that if we go over the whole goal is this gets us, the goal that we have set gets us kind of the bare minimum. It gets us what we need to do to get it out there. It doesn't make it super easy, but it's doable. If we go over the goal, that just helps us to move it along quicker or to have a bigger impact. And so, like if we explode past this goal, that would be amazing as well, because then we can impact people's lives. And we'll talk about in the future, if we get even close to going over, what we would do with that extra. But anyway, that's just that's don't stop at the 10,000. Just
yeah,
stop.
let's go way beyond.
Yeah.
So the beauty of Indiegogo is we have 60 days, not 30, to reach this goal. That's still a short period, but it gives us a little room to launch this. And so for the next 60 days, you'll be hearing a lot about this. We'll be talking about it on every podcast. We'll be talking about it in the Tribe of Giants. We'll be talking about it on our pages, on our personal walls, and our blog posts. This project matters to us. So if we're starting to bug you and annoy you, that is intentional. So come into the project here. It's now live at tortoiseshair.com or thetortoiseshair.com. And you can read through, watch the video, share the page with your friends and family, read about Mandelbrot Productions and what we're up to, and contribute or share the things so that others can contribute. So Ryan, anything else you want to share?
I just want to thank everybody that has supported us along this journey. It's been an amazing wild ride to get to this point, and wouldn't trade it for anything, and have made some of the best friends on planet Earth. And then for those that are contributing and helping on this project, there's a ton of gratitude that we have for you, and we're grateful that you'll be there with us, and that we get to bring this message into the world and make it a reality, because it's been a dream of Nick's for a very, very long time. So let's make this happen.
Let's do it. Thank you, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for helping make this dream a reality. We'll talk to you. We'll talk to you soon.
See ya. Have a great one. Love you too.
Bye.